Abdul Mustafa, meaning the servant of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Mustafa is the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he was satisfied with the name his father gave him, Ahmad Rida. He called himself Abdul Mustafa, meaning he is the servant of the Prophet, and you are not allowed to be Abd except Abdullah, Abdul Rahman, Abdul Karim, Abd, one of Allah Ta'ala's 99 names and attributes. The brother makes such statements which Islam refutes openly. For example, there are servants of Allah whom He has singled out for fulfilling the needs of the people who flee to them with their needs. The brother said, seeking help and aid from someone instead of Allah is halal and desired. No one denies it except the arrogant. And he claims that you are allowed to seek help from others beside Allah, and it doesn't make any difference if the person you are seeking help from is alive or dead. So it is halal for you to go to the graves of dead people and ask them for things. So he likes to recite, نادى عليا مظهر الأجائب تجده عونا لك في النوائب. Call upon Ali, the manifestation of wonders. You will find him an aid to you in calamities. All calamities and sorrows will be removed by virtue of your guardianship, O Ali, O Ali. Now whenever a person goes to the grave of a saint and call upon the person inside the grave, he has committed Shaykh al-Akbar, the shirk that nullifies your shahada and takes you outside the fold of Islam. The brother claimed Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani, the pious saint of Baghdad, which every Muslim loves and respects. They exaggerate in their love for Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani. Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani, may Allah have mercy upon him, said that they have attributed to him this lie. They claim that he made this statement, Abdul Qadir Jilani. If anyone seeks my help in calamity, I shall remove it from him. If anyone calls me in a suffering, I shall relieve him of it. If anyone supplicates Allah through me in respect of need, I shall fulfill his need. They made the statement in Barakatul Istimdar, page 200 of their book, Barakatul Istimdar, and page 62 of the said book. O Shade of Deity, Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani, give me something for Allah's sake, Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani. Affection, 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 O Abdul Qadir Jilani. Remove from us calamities and catastrophes of the time. So this is a dua which they call upon whenever they go to the grave of Abdul Qadir Jilani. They also practice tawaf around the graves of their saints. Now tawaf is salah. So if you go to Mecca to make Hajj or Umrah, you can't go around the Kaaba unless it is called tawaf, circumambulate. You cannot circumambulate the Kaaba unless you are in a state of wudu. Because the Rasul ﷺ said, your tawaf is salah. The salah, the namaz which you pray to Allah Ta'ala. So since tawaf is salah, you are not allowed to make tawaf around anything except the Kaaba. But the Barelvis, they make tawaf around the grave of Abdul Qadir Jilani and the grave of many other saints. Now tawaf around graves is Shirk al-Akbar, and it takes you outside the fold of Al-Islam. Now in Islam we have a thing which is called al-udhr bil-jahl, impediment of takfir. The impediment of takfir are as follows. If the person is jahil, if the person is a child, you cannot call a child a kafir. If the person is mad, you cannot call a madman a kafir. If the person was forced to do the haram, if a person holds a gun at you and said, leave the deen, you can apostate with your tongue. You cannot call the person who was forced a kafir. These are called impediments of takfir, and the other one, the person who is sleeping. So the sleeping man who makes statements while he's sleeping, you can't make takfir on him. These things are called the impediments of takfir. Now, if a person should go to the grave of a saint and pray to the saint, for example, Abdul Qadir Jilani, and beg him for things, can you apply al-udhr bil-jahl for this person? Can you say, I can't call him a kafir because he's jahil, or he's a kafir? What's your opinion? He's a kafir. This person is a kafir. So all the people that are found in Turkey, in India, in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, who go to the graves of the saints and pray to them and beg them for things. For example, they'll say, my wife, she only gives birth to girls. Give me a boy. Oh, Abdul Qadir Jilani, give me a boy. You cannot say al-uzr bil-jahl to excuse him because he is jahil, he is ignorant. This act of his is called shirk al-akbar, major polytheism. And there is no such thing as uzr bil-jahl when you are committing major shirk. Is that clear? You apply the rule of uzr bil-jahl on minor issues that the person doesn't know about. For example, when the woman slept with her slave boy, and she said, I sleep with him because he's my slave boy. And Muslim men can sleep with their slave girls, so I sleep with my slave boy. Now Umar applied the rule of uzr bil-jahl to the woman because she was jahil, and she didn't commit shirk al-akbar. But whenever you go to the grave of a saint and pray to the first inside the grave, your crime is so grave, so serious, that we say to you, you're a kafir, even if your intention was not to become a kafir. Another example is whenever a person works magic. If you work magic, you have committed shirk al-akbar, major shirk. And your crime is so grave that you become a kafir, and we don't care if your intention was to become a kafir. Your crime is so serious, you become a kafir immediately, and your intention is totally irrelevant. So you cannot apply the rule of uzr bil-jahl to make excuse for the person in regards to shirk al-akbar. Also, if you have two people, one has the Quran in his midst and he's hafiz, and the other one doesn't have the Quran, he's a Christian, but both of them worship human beings, who would you make takfir on first? The one with the Quran, isn't it so? So why do you make takfir on the Christians but you make excuse for the barelvis in India, Pakistan and Bangladesh and in Turkey? Your aqidah is lopsided, if that's your aqidah. Why you make takfir on the Christian, or the Hindu, or the Sikh, who doesn't have the Quran in his house, but you make 1,000 excuses for the Barelvi who has the Quran in his house, but he's doing the same shirk, the same kufr, the same shirk, like the Christians and the Sikhs and so on and so forth. So your aqidah is lopsided. And we ask you for your dalil. Where is your dalil? That you can make excuse for a person who is committing major shirk. So there is absolutely no excuse for a person who commits major shirk. You're a kafir, even if your intention was not to apostate from this deen. Also the brother came, when you are confused about an issue and you are helpless in matters, then seek help from the inhabitants of the graves. What did he say? When you are baffled with an issue, when you are confused about a particular issue, and you are helpless, seek help from the inhabitants of the graves. And he wrote this in his book, Al-Amn wal-Ula, page 44. So we are quoting the page, therefore we are not lying on him. Now when he passed these dodgy fatwas, which is kufr and shirk, it became ijma' among the classical scholars of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah that this man is an implant from the British imperialism, the British Empire, and that this person is a pagan, a mushrik, and he is a kafir outside the fold of Islam. Also, how can he promote the idea, the aqidah of people going to the graves, praying to those who are inside the grave, begging them for things, when we say Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'een? How many times a day you recite that? 17 times a day. Twice in Fajr, 4 times in Dhuhr, 4 times in Asr, 3 times in Maghrib, and 4 times in Isha. Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'een. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. So how can he promote kufr in the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and shirk when we say Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'een 17 times a day? Allah said, وَمَنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرِّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ وَيَجْعَلُكُمْ خُلَفَاءَ الْأَرْضِ. And who listens to the soul distress when it calls on him, and who relieves its suffering and wakes your mankind inheritors of the grave. This ayah can be found in Surah 27, page verse 62. Also Allah said, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي أَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِي إِذَا دَعَانِ. Whenever my servant calls upon me, tell him I am near, I answer the dua of my servant whenever he calls upon me. Also Allah said,